Welcome back. It is 6:43 here on your Friday morning. It's definitely been a unique story in Ohio this week. The musician Afroman was in court in Adams County, Ohio, after being sued by the local sheriff's department there. They raided his home a few years ago, allegedly ate his cake while they were there. At least that's what he put in a song. He caught him on camera, made a song about it. They sued him for defamation. In the end, this week, Afroman was found not liable. And by the way, it's worth mentioning, as you saw, he wore an American flag-themed suit in court to celebrate his freedom of speech. Lots of interesting little nuggets in here. So Attorney David Betras is here to break it all down for Legally Speaking. You love this case.
I love this case because even in, Adams County is the smallest county in Ohio. And even in the smallest county of Ohio, so very rural area, even those people saw that this was really a ridiculous kind of a lawsuit to bring. So this case ultimately breaks down. What is libel or slander? Libel or slander is if you make a false accusation against someone and they have damages. That's ultimately where the case fell, because he didn't make up anything. They raided his home and they found nothing. And plus they had no damages. They said, well, they used their likeness, but they're police officers and they were caught on video. It was their raid. They did it. And then there's a United States Supreme Court case called Hustler versus Jerry Falwell, where Hustler magazine did this outrageous editorial about Jerry Falwell. And the Supreme Court said satire is political commentary. Now, I just use satire in front of the county commissioners. Certainly Gino DeFabio isn't Gilligan. Anthony Trafficani isn't the skipper, because the skipper was a little thinner. And Carol Remedios Vergetti, she's not a movie star. But I use satire myself, and satire is protected political speech. You are allowed to criticize your government. Now, I want to make a distinction. The First Amendment protections apply to government, not to individuals. So I don't have a First Amendment right against you. I can't libel or slander you. But I don't have a First Amendment right against you. The First Amendment was designed to protect the people from criticizing their government. And I love this. If no one's seen the video.
Oh, it is. The lemon pound cake one is what started it. But he also has like 4 or 5 songs about what went on. Right. Just as kind of a fun social commentary that obviously the Sheriff's Department did not take kindly to.
Well, in a small community like that, that case should have been gotten rid of by summary judgment, but it wasn't. But it was, look, this guy's famous now. They made this guy an international superstar. I love the one when they're going through and you could see the deputy stops and looks at the pound cake like he wants to eat some of it, right?
It did look good. Everybody likes a good pound cake. Hey, I want to ask you real quick. I asked you in the commercial break, but just so we have it on camera and everything, what would you do if you had a defendant that showed up in an American flag suit?
I would actually, in that case, I would encourage it, because that's the whole thing. The whole thing was satire. And so he's even making fun of the whole trial. In a sense, making fun of the judge, that the judge let this go this far. So they sued him on, defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress. But once the defamation and the damages fell, political satire is the best kind of political commentary you can get.
And protected, as we saw in this case. And Dave has been protecting us today. Me in particular, I have to say, what you're not seeing in that shot
is the sandwiches.
He brought some breakfast sandwiches. I gave up sweets for Lent, and I told him it's been like such a challenge for me on Fridays sometimes.
So I told Rafe at the Landmark, I said, Rafe, you got to give me a couple sandwiches, and my God, those sandwiches are unbelievable.
If you'll notice, one was already missing. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate you.